And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Virginia Tech's offense comes onto the field first today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. And tackled there by the defense. And the Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off and does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got it. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Hokies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Quarterback may change this route. They'll throw it from the red zone. Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. He'll bring it out. It's low. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Judicials offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They'll run the sneak for it. The Judicials will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Motion from the back. The give to the fullback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's O'Neal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Judicials really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Here comes the option. Now the toss. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Looking for room at the 40. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
Breaks into the open. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the Hokies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. And the last play, they got the explosive to get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Fielded in the end zone, it's low. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Plows through the defense.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're facing a 3rd down. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Ball is out behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Hokie. The defense takes matters into its own hands. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Big fullback's got it. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give out of the gun. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Line getting set on 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the 1st quarter. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant 1st quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Lets it fly on the move. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen it had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, Phyllis. Oregon has the lead right now in Eugene, but that typically dynamic offense just hasn't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Minnesota. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
The running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. The Judicials line up to punt it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Gets the back moving. Just going to keep it after the snap. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's on the 16, and they need 6 on second down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. On the option. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Judicials send out the punt unit. A low-line drive and not his best work. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in stride inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive.
Touchdown, Hokie! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best. And when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. They thought they'd be able to lean on their... There he goes! We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
points already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a fifth. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Leaves it with the back. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
The Judicials will punt this one away. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He's got the tight end. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. It's on target and complete. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Hokies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's complete. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. To the air on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the wide receiver. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time on target. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Trying to start the drive with a pass. They're working that left side. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. Caught behind the line. It's O'Neal. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run the option. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Judicials will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Right back to the well. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. He'll toss it. Got room to work. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run this one off right tackle. Picks up the 1st down. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. That's caught. It's Broussard. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Judicials are threatening in the red zone. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. Halfway there on 1st down and 2nd and 5. He leaves it with his back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Looking to scramble. The sure hands, it's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got his man.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on downs.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Run it with the fullback. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. Makes the grab. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. They'll go to the ground. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. The Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. A low line drive and short kick. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
He's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football, and now you're getting to see it with him running too. This guy is the definition of a dual threat quarterback, and right now, this defense has no answer for him.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Virginia Tech is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Hokies will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
This has been a frustrating day. They haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go.
And the Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one, David. To me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still
Turning it on! Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And the Hokies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. This dude is just running amok for the Hokies, both through the air and on the ground.
He's just doing some serious damage. And whether it's running, whether it's throwing, this guy has been on point, making you think of some great names like Mike Vick back in the day that just electrified Virginia Tech fans.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Now on the option. Powers through the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Back to pass on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Schwartz. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And that last completion left him short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A 3rd down try for the offense. The option look. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. And the returner is stopped. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got to...
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pulls it in. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Judicials trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the gun, the ground game. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Judicials decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll try the run. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. This time it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Wants to throw on 3rd. He rifles one deep to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Using his legs to buy some time. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And falls incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
To the air on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Number 10.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. Where are they? Where is the defense? You got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably built